Fox News breaks new viewer record, swamps CNN's entire brand. Though far from perfect, Fox News has nevertheless set itself apart from the rest of the mainstream media by providing more balanced and fair coverage of the political scene than their blatantly left-leaning competitors. Honestly, that shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. I mean, nobody wants to watch a grown man saying that, saying that grown men should be allowed in women's changing rooms. I'm talking about you, Chris Cuomo, the homo, and you can quote me on that. And it looks like they have been rewarded for that by the American news consumers. Fox News has been crushing their cable competition consistently for years, but especially within the past several months. Now that domination appears to have been expanded to the internet side of American media consumption, where Fox has typically lagged behind its competitors. Yeah, crushing the competition like trans men try to crush their genitals because they're mentally ill. In a news release from Fox, it was revealed that the network's website outperformed that of chief rival CNN in terms of total page views for the first time ever. On top of that, it was also revealed that FoxNews.com beat out other top brands such as CNN.com, NewYorkTimes.com, and WashingtonPost.com in terms of engagement and time spent on the site by individual readers. That revelation came from analytics data compiled in July 2018 by ComScore, which showed that Fox had obtained roughly 1.5 billion total multi-platform views as compared to 1.4 billion garnered by CNN. You know how Alex Jones would say 1776 will commence again? But obviously I can't see where anyone is gonna take a gun and physically, I can't see, any conservative going to war over what they believe in. But what I do believe, 1776 is going to commence, but this is a number, 1.5 billion. And this is how we're going to take our stand. Ready? We don't want CNN. We don't want gender dysphoria. We don't want any of this. And these 1.5 billion people, they're going to tell you that. The silent majority is no longer silent. I believe it. I believe this, actually. In addition, Fox also bested CNN for the fourth month in a row in terms of total page views, as Fox received about 1.45 billion compared to CNN's approximately 1.22 billion total page views. You remember that song by Eminem called My Words Are Weapons? Well, basically, this is like that song, except it's clicks. My clicks are weapons. Changing the channel from CNN to Fox News, going from CNN.com and clicking to FoxNews.com. Those are the weapons that conservatives use. Okay, Donald Trump became president, right? But Alex Jones has been saying this a lot longer. He's saying break the conditioning, He said break the conditioning. Okay, so what happened? Donald Trump became president. Conservative values are going upwards as opposed to liberal, whatever. We're not going to call them values because it has nothing of value. We are going to win, dude. We are going to win, and I truly believe that. I truly believe that. The release noted that FoxNews.com's total multi-platform page views have increased by about 21% year over year, which now has them outperforming traditional legacy media outlets such as the New York Times and the Washington Post. And you know what 21% represents? It represents how many people are tired of hearing about the 0.03% of people who are actually trans. We're tired of hearing that. We're tired of hearing things like, oh, America is so transphobic. We have to do this, we have to do that. Cater to the trans people. Blah, blah, blah. Well, we're all just tired of hearing that. To that point, Fox beat the website of the Times for the 7th consecutive month, this time by 457 million total page views. Likewise, Fox beat the Post's website for the 11th consecutive month by a margin of 887 million more total page views. The FoxNews.com website now ranks 3rd overall in terms of total unique visitors to the site, with 89.5 million unique visitors in the month of July, ranking higher than competitors such as The Times, The Post, and CBSNews.com in terms of being a top-rated online news destination. You know what The Times has to do? The Times has to get with the times. This isn't 2008. This isn't 2012. Yeah, like what I'm saying, this isn't 2008. This is in 2012. Like when a gay couple goes into a Christian bakery willingly and it's refused service, it's not going to be discrimination against gay people. It's not going to be considered homophobic, and we are all going to side with the Christian conservative baker because it violates his rights, his religious freedom to do so. It's, Fox is taking over. Fox is leading because we got Donald Trump in the White House, and common sense seems to be taking over. In this respect, Fox still trails CNN. However, Fox beat both versions of CNN in terms of time spent on the website by those visitors, as Fox ranked number 1 with almost 2.7 billion minutes, beating CNN brand by 262 minutes and CNN.com by 491 million minutes. I mean, honestly, it's kind of like the whole YouTube situation with the whole what's trending and what's not trending. And what's trending on YouTube is CNN, and they're like, ooh, and people are like, oh, wow, CNN's trending. I wonder what this is. Oh, I don't want to watch this anymore. And then they click away, because it's the same nonsense. Oh my God. Hillary Clinton lost the election because there's a tape of prostitutes peeing all over Trump. And we just have to get our hands on that. And we gotta put our hands somewhere else when we're watching that tape, if it exists. The Fox release made it a point to highlight that they are the most trusted source of news, as per a recent Suffolk University/USA Today survey, and was the top cited outlet as being the most objective news source in a 2017 Gallup Knight Foundation survey. Mainstream media made a point to highlight that they are the most trusted name in fake news. On top of that, the Fox News channel consistently rates as a top 5 cable network overall, and has maintained their iron grip on the title of most watched cable news for 16 years running. Based on the numbers of TV viewers and website readers, Fox is clearly dominating their competition, and they are doing so by living up to the mantle bestowed on them as being the most objective and most trusted. Do you still support President Trump? Hell yeah, I do. Real conservatives unite. Is President Trump doing a good job? Yes. Look at this. CNN, MSNBC, if they wanted to post fair and balanced news reports, do you know what that would mean for them? It would mean they would have to abandon everything they believe in. I don't want to put WLKO in with the, fake news, but honestly, Kim Kerrigan, how did she even get on WLKO? It's supposed to be a conservative radio station, but Kim Kerrigan and her fucking crew of phonies, they're a bunch of libtards. Damn it, dude. I'd fire them in a heartbeat. But my point is they would have to abandon everything they believe in, the Russian narrative, the Russian collusion, that's fake, transphobia, that's not a real thing, racism, That reminds me, no, not Chris, let me give you an example. CNN, Jim Acosta. So he went on air and said some things that were fake, like the whole controversy about the American flag and the national anthem. And then he was going on about oh yeah, well, Trump said, I remember this. He said, oh yeah, well, Trump said that, athletes of color are sons of bitches. And I'm thinking to myself, whoa, I actually heard that quote for myself. It was talking about, he was talking about those people who don't want to respect the national anthem, who don't want to stand for the flag and everything that it represents. Those people are the son of a bitches. It just happened that all those people who didn't want to respect the anthem, they were African American, Is that a little bit of a shame? Yes, it is. A little bit of an inconvenience, Yeah, I guess so. But hey, listen, they brought it upon themselves. And Donald Trump called all those people son of a bitches. Not all of them. Excuse me. Not all of them. But Donald Trump called the people who didn't want to stand for the anthem. He said, if you don't want to stand for the anthem, get that son of a bitch off the field. And that's what happened. And CNN, MSNBC, and all these other news outlets would have to abandon everything, would have to abandon the racism claims. It's not true. The transphobia claims, not true. Everything they ever, spouted, they'd have to get rid of that because it's not true, and that's why people are going to Fox News. Because they put out things that are true, and they put out things that are actually happening in the world that we need to know about. As opposed to CNN and MSNBC, they put out things that, do I really want to know about this? Is it really true? Do I have to fact check it? I don't have the time to fact check anything. I'm just going to watch Fox News instead. They're truthful. It just makes me so damn happy to read about this. Every day I would wake up and I want to kill myself because, oh my god, fucking another story about children discovering a fifth gender, and that fucking this guy's in a dress and fucking this girl's in overalls and hair's coming out of her armpits. That's something I don't want to know about. That's something no one should have to know about. And stories like, a drag queen coming to, a school teaching kindergartners about there are no such things as boy and girl things. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons that, that people see CNN and MSNBC as fake news, because you push out this fucking bullshit about, oh my god, gender isn't real. It's real, but you aren't. I mean, I don't want to be one of those people who are like, oh my god, people are finally waking up. But actually that's the case. People are finally waking up, I guess. And they're like, oh, okay. Fox News is truthful. CNN, MSNBC, they're not truthful. They're fake. I mean, honest to God, it just makes me so happy. And we are gonna win. We see you, and we're coming for you, globalist scum. Maybe not up in your face, but slowly but surely, we're coming for you, and you're gonna lose.